this is Anthony with RevZilla. You watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new AGV X3000 helmet, available at RevZilla.com. Don't let the X3000 moniker fool you. This is not a future helmet. This is a helmet put in reverse. This is one of the classic retro-inspired lids from AGV that steals all of its DNA from the first full-face helmet from AGV, developed in conjunction with Giacomo Agostini in 1969. Ultimately, even you can look at the chin here, how there was additional clearance for his chin to land on the tank. This is that classic shape. Now, the beauty of this is that it's DOT, it's ECE rated. It's using new school functionality and protection schemes like a composite shell, allowing it to be 3 pounds, 3 ounces. The fit scheme is going to be a new school fit. And there are some other bells and whistles that really take this retro-inspired lid and take it to the next level. We'll also note, if you don't know who Giacomo Agostini is, one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. That could be debatable if you want to compare him with Rossi, who is my favorite of all time. But ultimately, I met him a couple times. No one has ever made smoking a cigarette look so cool, but that's fine, and that's neither here nor there. The other thing you have to keep in mind here is it is an intermediate oval head shape, a little bit longer front to back. A lot of times we see these retro lids and they tend to be neutral to round. This one's going to have a classic intermediate, which is a little bit longer front to back, again tying in nicely with the bulk of the American market. So again, Italian manufacturing, but it should fit everybody. Use the size chart. We'll ship free over 39 bucks. If you're overly wide or you're overly long and narrow, this might not be the best fit for you, but those are those outlier fit schemes. I'd also love it if you click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, leave us your comments or questions, your feedback on the new X3000. Now, if we think about some of the other guts here, you'll note it's a retro-inspired helmet. It's meant to be a little bit less on the frill side. I love the fact that it's 3 pounds, 3 ounces, but one of the things I really dig here is they were very thoughtful even about the placement of the single vent. If we look at the front here, this vent is removable, covering this hole, but when you open it up, it's not just venting to your forehead, it's actually very thoughtful. You open the helmet, notice there's a channel there, it's actually going to vent into the liner and down the mohawk of the head. So again, very, very thoughtful here. Now, I will tell you, for a helmet that kind of feels a little bit more no frills, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. You're looking in the north of the $350 mark, and there are going to be some graphics. This is, again, the solid matte black, but keep in mind, you're making a premium investment in protective technology while, again, working through the lens of the OG or old school helmet. If we look down here, we work front to back. Remember, composite shell, very, very lightweight. I wasn't joking. This cutaway was designed with Giacomo Agostini, again, to get his chin closer to the tank in the race position. Now, I will tell you that for authenticity's sake, I wish they had the little hole that he would have drilled in his helmet so he could have put the cigarette through. That's how they did it back then. That's how I think they still do it in Italy. Notice on both sides, you're going to have the shield that comes all the way down. On the left side, it's going to have, it's not quite a locking mechanism, but it is a mechanism that's going to allow this little button to keep things in place. AGV is going to be releasing mirrored shields, dark smoke shields, bubbled shields. Again, you're going to have the ability to customize this over time if you want to swap out that face shield. Ultimately, it does have strong detents as well. So surprisingly strong detents for a helmet. Notice I can crack it for the city position, put it there, put it all the way up. Again, we like the fact that they made the detents strong. And if we look at the shield change mechanism here, you think it would be a C-clamp. It's actually not so simple. This rubberized gasket, you remove it with your fingernail. I bite mine off, but underneath there, there's going to be a little piece for an Allen key that allows you to just pop it quickly and remove it. So not the simplest shield change mechanism. As you slide the helmet around to the back, you're going to see, again, no frills, retro. It's meant to be simple and elegant and have a feel that is inspired by the best of technology in the 1970s or late 1960s, but ultimately not sacrifice anything by way of protection here in 2017. Now, if we turn it on its side and we look at the guts, I like that they finished it properly. And what that means is you have real leather around the neck roll. You're going to see real leather as we remove the cheek pads and some of the inner guts, which are micro suede and fully removable. Again, you even have real leather towards the front of the helmet. I'm going to show you up here under the brow. And notice where this liner is going to be removed from. The liner system actually pulls down from up along the brow, so there's no chance that you're going to have any pressure points or any odd snaps that get in the way. I'm going to snap it underneath the occipital ridge here in the back, pull the comfort liner out. Very basic, retro-inspired comfort liner. You can see it's very simple, but it does have mesh at the top to promote airflow. Not the most hardcore 3D technical liner we have ever seen, but again, It's meant to be clean, it's meant to be comfortable, it's got premium micro suede, but ultimately this is a retro-inspired helmet. They're not expecting you to buy this helmet and race in it, even though this helmet was designed for Ago to race in it in the late 1960s. Very, very simple cheek pad mechanisms. Again, remember, AGV is part of the Dainese family. They've owned them for years and years at this point, Italian legendary protection, and you can see very thoughtful about the EPS system, right? So the EPS at the top of this helmet is going to take that air that funnels in through the top of the forehead, through that singular vent, and it will actually channel it down the mohawk and out the back of the helmet. So all in, if we look at it, my gripe out of the gates where I'd love to see it closer to $300 than closer to $400. But again, I do applaud the fact that they're able to build a DOT ECE rated helmet with new school fiber construction coming in at the 3 pounds, 3 ounce mark without sacrificing the stilo of 1969. Again, if you grew up a racing fan, if you're maybe a few years older than me, or if you're just my age or younger and a total racing geek and really get into the heritage of where motorcycle racing started and really its golden era, this helmet should absolutely speak to you. Check out the other graphics, check out the other solids. The next step in your journey is to click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. Read other rider reviews of the AGV X3000 Retro Lid. You shouldn't just take my word for it. As always, we'll ship free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay updated with our opinion of the latest and greatest of the motor universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.